At the heart of Ifa lies a secret so profound that it mirrors the very structure of the universe itself. The eternal dance between light and darkness, creation and dissolution, Ogbe and Oyeku. These two primal forces are not just abstract symbols, they are the fundamental blueprint of reality. Every beginning, every ending, every transformation that shapes existence follows the rhyme of their interplay. Ogbe is the first Odu in the Ifa divination table, the force of pure light, clarity, and initiation. It is the architect of order, the energy that turns chaos into structure. Just as the sun rises to dispel the darkness, Ogbe brings vision, purpose, and direction. Without Ogbe, there is no form, no life, no movement, no progress. It is the driving force behind growth, innovation, and expansion. The moment something is brought into existence, Ogbe is at work, shaping the unseen into the tangible. But what is creation without transformation? What is life without renewal? Oyeku, the second Odu, is the force of necessary endings, the darkness that clears the way for new beginnings. It is the circle of decay that allows new life to emerge, the silence before the next great sound. But make no mistake, Oyeku is not destruction for destruction's sake. It is the wisdom of the universe at work, dissolving what has served its purpose so something greater can take its place. It is the unseen force behind change, evolution, and rebirth. Together, Ogbe and Oyeku form the ultimate cosmic balance. They are not rivals, but partners, weaving the grand pattern of existence. Without light, there is no shadow. Without dissolution, there is no renewal. Without endings, there can be no new beginnings. This principle is not just a spiritual truth, it is a fundamental law of nature. Every birth carries the seed of transformation. Every structure, no matter how perfect, will one day give way to something new. Even in modern science, we see this interplay. Ogbe is order, the structured harmony of the universe. Oyeku is entropy, the force that ensures change is always in motion. Without entropy, nothing will evolve. Without order, nothing will hold together. So what does it mean for us? It means that every challenge, every transition, and every moment of darkness is not an end. It is part of the grand design. Just as Ogbe builds Oyeku, prepares the space for something greater. And when we understand this balance, we no longer fear change, we embrace it. Because in the grand rhyme of Ifa, the circle never stops. The balance of opposites is not just a spiritual truth, it is a universal law. In Ifa, Ogbe and Oyeku embody this cosmic dance, mirroring the very forces that govern the structure of the universe. Surprisingly, modern science has uncovered similar dualities, where opposites don't just exist, but are essential to creation, transformation, and the nature of reality itself.
So if you imagine taking the simplest atom is a hydrogen atom. It's a proton in the middle, an electron going around the outside. And if we just think about the electron for a minute, special relativity tells us that because that electron has mass, it has energy. This is the most famous equation in physics, E equals mc squared. Mass is a form of energy, and we can convert different kinds of energy into mass and vice versa.
Let's explore two powerful examples where Ifa wisdom aligns with the fundamental principle of physics. Now let's discuss about matter and antimatter. At the dawn of the universe, something extraordinary happened. Matter and antimatter were created in equal amounts. These two fundamental building blocks are mirror images. Now, matter makes up everything we see: stars, planets, even our bodies. Antimatter is its opposite, identical in structure but carrying an opposite charge. When matter and antimatter collide, they annihilate each other in a burst of pure energy. This circle of creation and destruction is what allowed the universe to take shape. Now, compare this to Oyeku, the force of dissolution. Just as antimatter breaks down matter, Oyeku clears the way for new existence. Without destruction, nothing new can emerge. And just as Ogbe initiates creation, matter itself is the foundation upon which the universe is built.
We can also think about visible light, like we see here. That visible light comes in the form of little particles that we call photons. But the energy in a visible photon is much less than the energy that an electron has in its mass. But if we go up to shorter wavelengths of light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and we get to something that we call gamma rays, but they're really just light. If you take this big beefy photon and it's coming along with all this energy, if it hits, say, a nucleus of an atom and produce actually two particles with the mass of the electron. So one of them will be an electron with a negative charge, and one will be a particle that we call positron with a positive charge. And they're always produced in these pairs. One is a particle and one is the antiparticles.
This cosmic balance of bringing things into being and breaking them down is not just an IFA teaching, but a fundamental reality of physics. Now let's discuss about the wave-particle duality. In quantum mechanics, scientists discover something astonishing. Light and matter can behave both as particles and as waves. Sometimes, light moves in a waves, flowing and spreading like energy. Other times, light behaves like a particle, existing as a defined point in space. This discovery shattered our traditional understanding of physics. How can light be two things at once? Yet, IFA has long understood this dual nature. Ogbe and Oyeku are not just opposites, they coexist. Ogbe, the force of light, is both structure and energy, just as light in physics behaves as both a wave and particle. Oyeku, often seen as darkness, is not just the absence of light, but a force of transformation. Just as quantum physics reveals that even in darkness, energy and particles still exist. This means that, just like in IFA, the universe itself is built on the balance of opposites that are deeply connected rather than separate. The ancient wisdom tells us that the principles of Ogbe and Oyeku are not just ancient philosophy, they are woven into the very fabric of the universe. From the delicate balance of matter and antimatter, shaping the cosmos, to the wave-particle duality that challenges our perception of reality, IFA teachings align with the deepest mysteries of science. This is more than just a spiritual concept. It is a key to understanding the forces that drive existence itself. So, what else does IFA reveal about the hidden workings of the universe? Let's continue this journey as we uncover even deeper connections between ancient wisdom and modern science.